Tints des. Every single day, millions of fresh eggs begin their journey inside highly advanced commercial egg farms like this one. Healthy hens are the foundation of every successful egg operation. Carefully balanced nutrition, clean water, and comfortable house.
Every meal is scientifically formulated with the right balance of grains, proteins, vitamins, and minerals.
Computerized climate control systems continuously regulate temperature, humidity, and fresh air circulation, creating a stable environment. Specially designed nesting areas encourage natural laying behavior while protecting each egg from unnecessary impacts. Immediately after leaving the nesting boxes, the eggs travel on specially designed conveyors that transport them gently while minimizing vibration and preventing cracks. Eggs from multiple buildings are brought together through a centralized conveyor network, allowing millions of eggs to be collected efficiently every single day. Although automation performs most of the work, experienced technicians constantly monitor the collection process. Before transportation, the eggs are carefully organized into specialized trays that protect them during the short journey from the farm to the processing facility. With millions of freshly collected eggs safely loaded, the next stage of the journey begins. At the processing plant, only a short time after leaving the farm, millions of fresh eggs arrive at the processing facility. Speed is critical because every delivery follows a carefully planned unloading procedure designed to protect the fragile shells from unnecessary movement while keeping production flowing without interruption. Before processing begins, every shipment is carefully organized, tracked, and recorded to ensure complete traceability throughout the entire production process. Quality inspections begin the moment the eggs arrive. Samples from every shipment are evaluated to verify that only eggs meeting strict automated handling systems gently separate thousands of trays every hour, reducing manual handling while preparing the eggs for cleaning and inspection. Thousands of eggs move continuously through the facility on specially designed conveyors that keep production running smoothly around the clock. Before further inspection, every shell is carefully cleaned using food-grade washing systems that remove dust and surface contaminants while protecting the delicate shell. A carefully controlled sanitizing step helps reduce surface microorganisms before the eggs continue to the factory's advanced inspection systems. Completely dry shells allow the factory's high-speed inspection equipment to accurately examine every egg before processing continues. With cleaning complete, the eggs now enter one of the factory's most advanced technologies. High-speed optical inspection will examine every engines. With the washing process complete, millions of eggs now enter one of the factory's most advanced quality control systems. Every egg is photographed from multiple angles while rotating continuously, allowing the inspection system to detect tiny cracks. Inspection force. Advanced inspection software instantly analyzes every image, identifying shell imperfections in milliseconds, and handling technology allows inspectors to look inside every egg without breaking the shell, helping identify internal defects that cannot be seen from the outside. By analyzing the way light passes through each egg, the factory can identify abnormalities while preserving every acceptable egg for processing. After inspection, the remaining eggs continue their journey with confidence, knowing each one has already passed multiple quality control checkpoints. Before grading begins, every egg is measured with remarkable precision, ensuring consistent processing during the next stages of production. Now that every egg has been inspected and measured, automated grading systems begin organizing them into precisely controlled production groups for the next phase. Whenever an egg fails inspection, automated sorting systems remove it instantly without slowing the production line, allowing only approved eggs to continue. Having passed the factory's advanced inspection systems, millions of eggs now enter the grading department. Here, sophisticated determines. Each egg is weighed individually in just milliseconds. These precise measurements help the factory maintain consistent process. By this point, every egg has been carefully inspected, weighed, and graded. Only those meeting the factory's strict ahead lies the heart of the entire facility. After this point, every egg will be opened, inspected once more, and transformed into the liquid products used throughout the global food industry. This bank of precision cameras performs one last verification, ensuring only approved eggs continue to the next stage. Vigilance. Everything up to this point has prepared the eggs for a single critical moment. In just seconds, sophisticated machinery will. After an extraordinary journey through farming, cleaning, inspection, and grading, the eggs have finally reached the stage that defines the entire process. After passing every quality inspection, millions of eggs finally arrive at the heart of the factory. This talents. Before an egg can be opened, it must be perfectly positioned. Automated carrier systems align every shell with operatives. Rather than crushing the shell, each egg is opened with carefully controlled precision. This gentle techniques.
Although the breaking process is extremely precise, advanced filtration systems provide another important layer of protection.
Look at the filtration rate here, it dipped slightly. Yes, but the sample consistency is within tolerance.
Nothing is wasted inside a modern processing plant. Even the empty shells are collected and prepared for recycling. Even after cracking, the shells continue through automated inspection systems to confirm that no valuable product remains before they are recycled into useful byproducts. After filtration, the liquid egg enters one of the most important stages of production. Advanced separation systems carefully divide the rich yolks from the clear egg whites. Before separation begins, computerized flow control systems carefully regulate the movement of the liquid egg, ensuring modern separation equipment is capable of processing thousands of eggs every minute while carefully keeping the yolks and whites apart, preserving the purity of each ingredient. Rich egg yolks contain valuable fats, proteins, and nutrients, making them an essential ingredient in products such as mayonnaise, sauces, and counters. Separated egg whites become an important ingredient for protein-rich foods, bakery products, confectionery manufacturing, and once separated, each ingredient is temporarily stored in sanitary holding tanks, where temperature and product quality are continuously monitored before further processing. Gentle agitation helps maintain a uniform product while preventing separation during temporary storage, ensuring consistent quality before pasteurization. With separation complete, both ingredients continue to the next critical stage, where carefully controlled heat treatment will improve tolerance. The journey is only halfway complete. Next, advanced pasteurization technology will carefully heat before liquid eggs can be safely packaged and shipped around the world. They must pass through a carefully controlled pasteurization process. Plate heat exchangers rapidly warm the liquid eggs using carefully controlled temperatures, allowing the product to be heated efficiently while protecting its natural quality. Maintaining the correct temperature is essential. Even small variations are automatically corrected in real time to ensure every batch receives consistent heat treatment. After reaching the required temperature, the liquid egg remains inside specially designed holding tubes for a carefully controlled period. Throughout pasteurization, trained specialists continuously verify that the product meets strict food safety and quality standards before it can move to the next stage. Once pasteurization is complete, the product is cooled quickly to preserve freshness and prepare it for the remaining processing steps. Keeping the product cold after pasteurization helps maintain freshness while protecting the quality of the liquid eggs before packaging. Large refrigerated holding tanks temporarily store the finished liquid egg under carefully controlled conditions until the packaging lines are ready to receive it. Before packaging begins, every production batch undergoes one final series of quality checks to confirm it meets the facility's rigorous standards for safety and consistency.
The transformation is nearly complete. Next, millions of gallons of freshly pasteurized liquid egg will be packaged. The packaging process begins with clean, food-grade containers entering the line in a continuous stream. Each container must be
Each container receives an exact measured portion. Precision filling prevents unnecessary waste while ensuring customer.
Immediately after filling, every container is securely sealed to protect the liquid egg from contamination and preserve its quality during storage and transportation. Before leaving the packaging machine, every container passes another quality checkpoint. Automated inspection systems verify that each seal is properly positioned and secure. Once sealed, each package receives its product identification and traceability information, allowing the finished product to be tracked throughout distribution. Production and traceability codes are added to every package, giving the factory and its customers important information about when and where the product was produced. Before packaging is complete, every finished container receives one final inspection. Only packages that pass every checkpoint.
What began as millions of fresh eggs has now become a finished liquid egg product, safely sealed and ready for the next stage.
After packaging, the finished liquid egg products immediately enter refrigerated storage. Here, temperature control becomes critical. Finished containers are grouped into shipping cases and arranged onto pallets, creating stable loads that can be moved efficiently through the refrigerated distribution network. Each pallet is tightly wrapped to stabilize the shipment and protect the packaged products while they move between cold storage, loading docks, and refrigerated trucks. Every finished pallet is digitally recorded before storage, allowing the factory to maintain precise traceability. And inside the cold storage facility, thousands of finished packages remain under carefully controlled conditions while waiting for their final destination. Once orders arrive, the logistics team coordinates inventory, loading schedules, and delivery routes to move the right products to the right. As new orders arrive, finished pallets are pulled from storage and prepared for another refrigerated journey to food manufacturers, restaurants, and commercial kitchens. The finished products are loaded directly into refrigerated trailers, keeping them under controlled conditions from the factory all the way to the customer. Meals. After an extraordinary journey from the farm to the processing plant, the finished liquid eggs are finally on their way to customers. The liquid eggs have now left the factory and are traveling under continuous refrigeration toward the businesses that rely on them every day.
Laboratories. At the distribution center, the chilled products are received, checked, and organized or being sent to bakeries, restaurants.
Each shipment is unloaded carefully and returned to refrigerated storage, keeping the cold chain intact until the products reach their final customers. One of the biggest destinations for liquid eggs is the commercial bakery, where their consistency and convenience make large-scale production much faster and easier. Once blended into recipes, liquid eggs can become part of countless bakery products, helping provide structure, color, richness.
Restaurants also depend on liquid eggs because they can be measured quickly and consistently, making large-volume breakfast preparation far more efficient. In high-volume kitchens, thousands of servings can be prepared from the same carefully controlled liquid egg supply, delivering consistent results from batch to batch.
Beyond bakeries and restaurants, liquid eggs are also used in large-scale prepared foods, where manufacturers need dependable. From a single processing facility, liquid eggs can eventually become part of millions of meals, connecting farms and factories with kitchens. What starts as a simple egg passes through an extraordinary chain of people, machines, inspections, and carefully controlled processes. Even after the finished products leave the plant, quality control remains at the center of the operation. Samples are collected directly from the production line, so technicians can verify the condition of the product at critical points throughout the process. Inside the laboratory, samples undergo carefully controlled testing to verify important quality characteristics before the production batch is approved. Technicians also check the product's appearance and consistency, helping ensure that each production batch performs predictably when it reaches commercial kitchens and food manufacturers. Every batch leaves behind a detailed digital record, allowing quality teams to verify that critical processing conditions remained within the required limits. Quality teams don't only inspect the liquid itself, they also monitor the packaging line to make sure every finished container is sealed, identified, and handled correctly. Temperature monitoring continues after packaging, because protecting the cold chain is essential for maintaining the quality of the finished liquid egg products. Between production runs, processing equipment undergoes thorough sanitation. Clean pipelines, tanks, and only after the required checks are complete can a finished batch receive final approval for distribution, closing another carefully controlled chapter in the production process. From fresh eggs arriving at the receiving dock to finished products leaving for customers, every stage is connected. Once the factory releases a finished batch, the products are a carefully coordinated, refrigerated distribution network. Every shipment is assembled according to individual customer orders, with quantities, product types, and storage requirements carefully verified before loading. Multiple refrigerated trucks can be prepared at the same time, allowing large quantities of liquid egg products to leave the distribution center throughout the day. With the shipment secured and refrigerated, the final transportation stage begins, carrying the liquid egg toward the businesses that will turn it into finished food. One of the most important destinations for liquid eggs is the commercial bakery, where large quantities can be incorporated into recipes without the labor of cracking individual shells. Liquid eggs can be measured quickly and precisely, helping commercial kitchens maintain consistent recipes even when producing thousands of servings at a time. Inside the mixer, liquid egg becomes part of a carefully balanced recipe, helping provide structure, richness, and the texture needed for the final baked product. Once the recipe is mixed, precise dispensing equipment portions the batter into individual molds, keeping every piece consistent as production moves forward.
So this is where the magic happens. Our continuous tunnel oven, stretching over 100 feet, ensures every loaf is baked.
From a simple egg at the beginning of the journey, the process has now reached a finished food product, ready to be cooled, packed fresh from the oven. The finished products must cool before they can be packaged. Controlled cooling protects their texture while preparing them for the final stage of production. Before packaging, the finished food receives another visual inspection to make sure it meets the bakery's standards for appearance and consistency. After inspection, the finished products enter packaging, where they are protected and prepared for transportation to stores and customers. The packages are sealed tightly to protect the finished food and help maintain its quality throughout distribution. From the bakery, finished products enter another distribution network, eventually reaching supermarkets, restaurants, cafes, and other food service businesses. Eventually, the products reach retail stores, where the final stage of their journey brings them directly to consumers. For shoppers, the complicated industrial journey is almost invisible. What they see is simply a finished food product ready to take home.
From the processing plant to the supermarket and finally the kitchen, the journey connects industrial food production with everyday meals.
It all began with something remarkably simple, a fresh egg. From here, an enormous network of people, the cycle begins again as fresh eggs continuously arrive at the facility, ready to enter the same carefully controlled journey. Inside a facility of this scale, production never depends on a single machine or department. Hundreds of individuals. At this scale, even a single production line can handle an extraordinary number of eggs, turning a simple agricultural product. Once the shells are removed, the liquid egg becomes part of a completely different production system, moving through pipes, tanks, filters. At the opposite end of the facility, the finished liquid eggs emerge sealed, inspected, chilled, and ready to become ingredients in commercial food production. Thousands of finished packages can remain in controlled refrigerated storage while the logistics team coordinates their movement toward customers. And once again, another shipment leaves the factory, carrying thousands of finished packages toward the next link in the food supply chain. The versatility of liquid eggs is what makes this process so valuable. The same carefully processed ingredient can become part of countless foods produced every day. What looks like a single factory from the outside is actually a massive network of receiving, processing. Every batch begins at the farm, where freshly collected eggs start a carefully controlled journey that will eventually transform them into a convenient industrial food ingredient. From the farm, the eggs travel under controlled conditions to the processing plant, where thousands of individual eggs will soon enter a much larger industrial system. Inside the plant, hundreds of individual operations are connected into one continuous process, turning fresh eggs into inches. In just a few carefully controlled stages, millions of individual eggs are transformed from solid shells into smooth. Controlled pasteurization provides a critical food safety step, followed by rapid cooling that prepares the finished liquid egg for refrigerated storage and distribution. After packaging, thousands of finished containers wait in refrigerated storage, ready to begin the final journey toward customers throughout the food industry. From this facility, the finished liquid eggs begin another journey, supplying bakeries, restaurants, food manufacturers.
At the end of the journey, the liquid egg becomes part of the foods people recognize every day, from bakery products and breakfast meals to sauces, prepared foods.
What looks like an ordinary egg hides an extraordinary industrial journey, one that connects farms, processing plants. Millions of eggs enter this journey every day, but by the time they leave, they have become something far more versatile.